So today we're going to be talking about Blitzway's Back to the Future 2 DeLorean, which is currently on pre-order or promotional period, which is ongoing through April 19th. Now, included with the promotional period, you will receive 3 items, which are a Back to the Future 2 hoverboard and then 2 license plates. One is a 40th anniversary edition and the other is the standard out of time. In one of my previous videos, I did an unboxing of Tomy Toys Back to the Future 1 time machine. Now this time machine was a 1/10 scale model version. In addition to the die-cast metal and the fog vents, there were some really cool additional features on this vehicle, which include the 3 sensors to illuminate certain features of the DeLorean itself. While there is a lot of really cool features on this DeLorean, there were a lot of complaints on the Kickstarter forums complaining about some of the differences between the promotional images and the actual product itself. For the most part, I said this is a really great DeLorean and I love to have it. For $300, the die-cast metal and fog feature is outstanding, as well as all the light-up features. However, some of the additional attentions to detail, such as the actual painting of the cables, would have been a really nice touch. A little bit better on the interior, which a lot of people complained about. I didn't really have that much of a problem with it until I saw the BLITZWAY promotional images. So let's go check out these promotional images and just go see what all is included in this Back to the Future 2 DeLorean. So you can see the promotion period is going on from March 20th to April 19th. With the pre-order or this promotion period, you will get 3 special gifts, which include the hoverboard from Back to the Future 2, the 40-year titanium license plate, and of course the classic out-of-time license plate. On the back of this DeLorean is the Back to the Future license plate, which you can see in this image here. Now, while I love my 1/10 scale time machine from Tomy Toys, this one may be taking over as my absolute favorite. Now, the 2 best features about the Tomy Toys Back to the Future DeLorean is the fact that the DeLorean was completely die-cast metal, making it very heavy, very awesome looking. The second best feature of this DeLorean was the fog that comes out of the back end here. So these were really great features. I love how this DeLorean lights up, from the headlights to the blue lights, the reactor, flux capacitor, the interior lights, flashing. Everything on here is very cool. I'm very happy to have this DeLorean. However, I think this DeLorean may take over as my new favorite. Of course, I did love the Back to the Future 2 DeLorean. Lots of nice little upgrades on here. Now, while the Blitzway DeLorean is not completely die-cast metal from the body itself, it does have a lot of die-cast metal parts. You can see from this diagram, everything that is highlighted red is going to be completely die-cast metal. Now, why do you ask that these parts inside are die-cast? It's because these wheels are going to actually be turning. So that's right, you can use the steering wheel itself and it will turn the front wheels here. I think this is a fantastic feature. I can't wait to test this out. So you're going to have 2 really cool features with this, being able to actually turn the steering wheel to actually turn the wheels, but then you're also going to be able to flip those wheels underneath so you can have it into that fly mode. All right, so let's look at some of the features that this DeLorean is going to have. You can see from this list that we're going to have automatic doors and windows. That is pretty insane that we're actually going to have automatic windows. So the magnetic stick is going to activate the sensors, automatically operating the gull wing doors and windows. So you do see here that the automatic doors and windows is going to be activated with a magnetic stick. Part of this promotion period that they have will include a hoverboard, and you can see right here we have the hoverboard is a magnetic module for the sensor activations. What this means is that instead of using a stick, you'll be able to use the hoverboard to activate the DeLorean's features, the automatic doors and the automatic windows. That is something that's very cool. So you're going to have 2 different things you can utilize. I think I'm definitely going to be utilizing that hoverboard. Now what else we have is the turn signal sound and LED lights. So apparently the little turn signal on the steering wheel is actually going to light up the turn signals, I'm assuming both front and rear. So I'll be interested to see if that's actually going to occur, if it's only going to be the front or just kind of those rear ones. Regardless, that's really cool that they're able to incorporate all this in this tiny 1/10 scale model vehicle. It does say right here that we have LED brake lights as well, so the brake lights illuminate when the brake pedal is pressed. That is something that's really cool. I figured that was just going to be something like a button you could push to have the brake lights illuminate, or possibly use the magnetic stick. but actually pressing the brake pedal is going to be a pretty impressive feature. Motorized LED wheels. The magnetic sensor tilt the wheels horizontally, replicating the iconic hover mode with integrated LED lighting. So I guess with this, then we're going to be actually able to take that hoverboard, and there's going to be a spot on the DeLorean itself that we're able to take that hoverboard and actually have it automatically flip into hover mode. The front steering wheel, turning the steering wheel controls the movement of the front wheels. That's part of that die-cast metal that we were talking about and how they've incorporated those parts. Exterior blue LED and underside lighting. Blue exterior LEDs and underside illumination activate with a button located beneath the Mr. Fusion reactor. The interior features time circuits, a flux capacitor, and LED components, along with leather seats and intricate wiring. So the DeLorean that I have is more plastic seats, so the fact that they're actually real leather, that's really cool. And I could tell just by some of the images, these promotional images, that the attention to detail in the wiring, it just completely blows anything that I've seen before. That being said, I have never owned a Hot Toys version of the DeLorean, so I'm just going on based on what I've previously seen, but this is just phenomenal attention to detail. So now we're going to take a look at some of these additional promotional images. You can see from this image that the DeLorean itself is going to be plastic and not the die-cast metal. Again, die-cast metal only on the interior. Look at the attention to detail just in these LEDs. These LED lights actually have texture as if it was from the actual DeLorean itself. That is some pretty impressive. Now we have an overview of the top where we have Mr. Fusion and all the cables and wiring. God, that looks so realistic. Just the attention to detail in these, how the wires are zip tied together. They're tucked in very nicely. This is a great overhead shot of all the cables and components in the back here. I do hope that you're able to open the Mr. Fusion here, because that would be a really cool little attention to detail as well. Now this interior shot, we are able to see those leather seats, and you can see the stitching detail in those seats. That is very impressive. See Mr. Fusion in the background along with all these other components. Very detailed, very cool looking. I'm so far I'm just blown away that they're able to incorporate all these different wires and schematics and lights all within this model. All right, another interior shot where you can actually see the seat belt. I doubt that the seat belt actually clicks into place, but that would be really cool. I like that they actually have that, the little green LEDs behind the driver's seat. Very nice looking as well. All right, and this interior shot of the center console is very cool. Just the fact that you can easily read the dates and the times that they have set from that center console. The little phone keypad on there, I very much doubt you're able to change any of the time settings on there. I wonder if the shifter actually moves as well, or if that's just going to be kind of just static in place there. And here's a much better shot of it as well. I just noticed that you do have the cassette player sitting on top there, so that's really awesome. Oh my God, even the dashboard lights up. I didn't even realize that there were 3 buttons on the steering wheel in the movie itself. And it also looks like we are going to have future Biff's cane included with this purchase. Very cool if you have any type of an action figure with future Biff, or even if you have Biff in general. Just a nice little accessory that they're adding along in here. And this BLITZWAY beer can, of course, you can't have Miller High Life. So it looks like we'll be able to power the Mr. Fusion with this BLITZWAY beer can. And then if you did the promotional purchase, which again is through April 19th, you will receive the hoverboard as a promotional item. So you will have, again, both the hoverboard and the magnetic stick in order to activate a lot of the DeLorean features. So from this image, it looks like we will also get the Sports Almanac, the Miller High Life beer can, hoverboard, and Biff's cane. I guess this is going to be, if you did the promotional order, that's the only way you're going to get that hoverboard itself. And this is a fantastic shot of it in hover mode. It almost looks like it is right out of the movie. Oh, you can even see like the little street sign floating in the background right there. Obviously this diorama is not going to be included with the DeLorean, but that looks freaking sweet. And we have this amazing promotional video of the DeLorean itself showing a lot of these features. And look at that, the automatic wheels tucking under, lighting up underneath like that. This is very, very cool. Let's see here, what else does this have? Nice lighting up. Oh my God, yeah, it does do the back blinker. Very cool. Flux capacitor, oh, that's very cool. I like the way that the flux capacitor actually moves. Spinning wheels. Wow. Wow, that is some really cool details that they have with all these lights. Just over 2 feet long, 29.2 inches. Okay, so that's a big, big car. Okay. Well guys, there you have it, Blitzway's time machine from Back to the Future 2. Now while this does have a hefty price tag of $1,000, this may discourage a lot of people from wanting to purchase this. I know it did for me, but after seeing a lot of these promotional images and reading more about it, especially the high quality that Blitzway offers, I couldn't pass up on this. So I encourage you, if you are interested in this, go ahead, pull the trigger, go ahead and get it. I learned my lesson from not purchasing the Kids Logic floating time machine DeLorean, which came out, I'd say 10 to 15 years ago. If you were a little hesitant on the price, hopefully this video and these promotional images have helped sway you in making that determining factor on purchasing the DeLorean itself. I know I'm pretty excited to get it, and I can't wait to unbox it and show it to you guys on this channel. Speaking of, if you guys haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I am a small and growing channel, and I really do appreciate your support. So until the next one, you guys have a great one.